I've made every mistake you don't want to make on YouTube. So today I'm revealing the 7 mistakes that nearly sabotage my channel. And if you want to grow fast, this video is your shortcut. If you can avoid even one of these, you'll grow faster, get more views, and save months of wasted effort. So stick around for number 7 because it's the one that cost me the most. So let's dive right in. Mistake number 1 is I focus on uploading instead of learning the algorithm. Yes, to a point, you just want to record and ship it. But if you just blindlessly upload videos with no strategy, not considering the algorithm and your audience, then you will not get the views, the impressions, the leads, and the clients that you're looking for. You must have a strategy. You must study it. I have a ton of videos on my YouTube channel walking you through this strategy. And again, it doesn't mean you blindly follow this algorithm. Do this for the audience, but the algorithm will help you if you know how to title your videos, if you know how to do thumbnails, if you know how to hook people's attention so they watch at least 40 or 50% of your video. There's certain metrics, there's certain KPIs that are really important to consider. And don't feel you need to learn all those things before you hit record. You can totally hit record, but learn those things while you're doing this. What you don't want to do is just record and have no strategy behind you, because then you're going to be recording videos and you're going to turn around 3 months later and have nothing to show for it. So do not make the mistake of just focusing on uploading. Consider how to learn the algorithm as well. The second mistake is that I ignored click-through rates. Now, what is a click-through rate? It's a percentage of people who, when they see your video on YouTube, when they see the thumbnail, they click on it. And at first, I didn't know anything about video thumbnails. Thumbnails, that image that you see, right? So you know those images of people's shocked expressions, or you see them responding to somebody else. There's a whole industry of designers that put effort into evoking people's attention and emotion so that they maximize click-through rates. Now, you may not be an expert on this. You can study this simply by asking questions from ChatGPT or other AI tools. But no, you can't ignore this. Why? Because let's imagine that you recorded the best video you ever could on the topic that you're talking about, but it has a thumbnail that doesn't capture anyone's attention. And if no one's going to click it, no one's going to watch it, no matter how good it is. So know that the packaging matters. The packaging is the title of the video, the topic that you're talking about, and the thumbnail that gets their attention. My mistake was I wasn't really paying attention to this. I was just blindlessly uploading videos. They had horrible thumbnails and not many people were watching it, even when those videos were good. It wasn't until I learned how to design my own thumbnails and then I delegated it to a professional thumbnail designer that I started to get a higher click-through rate, got more people watching the videos, clicking the videos, and as a result, the algorithm showed my video to way more people. So that's a mistake I do not want you to avoid. Or to make. Definitely avoid it. Don't make it. The third mistake that I made on YouTube is I talked to the camera instead of the viewer. So instead of saying, hey guys, or hey team, or hey gang, or hey all of you watching this, remember, you have one person watching you right now. Right now, you're watching me. I appreciate you watching me a lot. I don't generalize by hundreds or thousands of people watching me. I'm speaking to you specifically. I'm thinking about the challenges that you're having, the insecurities, the fears, the doubts of starting your channel. I'm genuinely wanting to help you avoid the mistakes that I'm making. Notice the language that I'm using. I'm saying you instead of hey you guys, right? So even though you're speaking to a camera and it doesn't feel intimate, imagine having your closest friend standing across from you and you're having a casual conversation. You're genuinely listening to them. You're wanting to help them. That's the same energy and intention you want to have on your channel. If you don't have that, then your viewer will not feel connected to you. They will not know you. They will not like you. They will not trust you. And it's wild because of all these AI tools that are coming out where you can create literally fake videos of people. And eventually there's going to be hard to replace, these are going to be hard to even distinguish the difference. You can absolutely notice the difference now. People are craving for real human-to-human connection. So speak as if you're with this individual and it's that one person watching. Do not make the mistake of talking to the camera instead of the viewer. The fourth mistake is I was too slow to get to the point. A mistake that I made in my first few videos is I would start by saying, hey there, my name is Peter Scott and I'm the founder of Fearless Coach Academy and blah, 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 blah. And you don't care about any of that. And if I don't hook your attention in the first 3 to 5 seconds, then I've lost you. And if that means I've lost you, the algorithm knows, because instead of me having a 40 to 50% engagement, which is the target, I have a 10 or 20%. And it throttles back showing that video to more people. So do not waste time getting to the point. Dive right in. What's your video about? What did I do? I said this video is about the 7 mistakes I made so you don't have to avoid them. Here's mistake number 1. Within the first 20 seconds, I got to mistake number 1. It did not take much time. So because of that, I fulfilled on my promise and I kept you watching more. So that's a really important piece. Do not introduce yourself. Sure, you can introduce yourself eventually, right? At this point in the video, it makes sense for me to say, I've helped thousands of coaches launch and scale their coaching business. My name is Peter Scott. I'm the founder of Fearless Coach Academy. But in the beginning, I'm not going to mention that because I will lose your attention. The 5th mistake that I want you to avoid is I tried to be perfect instead of real. Now, I still battle with this. Authenticity is one of my highest values. I feel very authentic. I get acknowledged for being authentic, but sometimes I overly script videos. Sometimes I want to say the exact right thing, and it comes out inauthentic. And that's a mistake that I made for many, many years. Why? Because I wasn't comfortable in my own skin. I was afraid of being judged by you. I was afraid of being rejected by you. I was afraid of failing in front of people and, all of those things. It wasn't until I let that stuff go and I adopted this philosophy. There's nothing to hide and there's nothing to prove. I am who I am. I'm goofy. I'm quirky. I, fumble over my words, but I'm me and I'm comfortable in my skin. And when you show up that way, you're going to create a deeper connection with your audience. So don't try to be perfect. Know that you're going to get better over time, but you got to get in the game and get messy. Embrace the fact that you're going to suck at first. You're going to be terrible at video. Many of you are. Some of you are great. You're trained speakers, but let's just be honest. When we started something that we haven't developed the skill of mastery in, we're not that good. So what? How do you develop the skill? By doing it over and over and over again. And that's my invitation and my challenge for you. The 6th mistake, and then I'll get to the 7th because I know you're waiting for that, is I didn't study what was already working. At the end of the day, YouTube, there's a strategic strategy that you can follow. There's a strategic order to doing things. What you don't want to do is try to wing it and guess it. You want to study what's already working. So a great tip that I'm going to recommend is find other channels, other creators that share content for your niche on the topic that you're passionate about. And go look at their channels and look at their most viewed videos. What did they do in that one video with the title, with the topic, with the thumbnail? How did they open the first 10 or 20 seconds of the video? And model that. Maybe you won't get as many impressions as they did, but if you get it near that with your own personalization of that video, you have a much better chance of more people seeing that video, which is your goal. So don't try to recreate the wheel. Model what's already working. Having a list of creators that you respect. Again, not people that are just doing bait and switch stuff or are hypey and not aligned with your values. I mean, people that you really resonate with that are already successful. See what they're doing and reverse engineer it. Now, I'm not going to tease you anymore. Let's dive into the 7th mistake that I want you to avoid, that I've made, that I want you to avoid on YouTube. And that is, I waited way too long to make an offer. I was so afraid of selling things. I didn't want to break rapport with my audience. And so I just did videos asking for nothing in return. And in the beginning, you want to do that. You want to add value, not saying buying on my product or book a call with me or any of that stuff. But I honestly waited way too long. So know that if you genuinely believe in your service or your product, it's a disservice to your audience not to invite them to take the next step. Now, you don't need to do this on every video. Maybe you do this on 10% of your videos. But every now and then, you reference something for them to continue working with you. Maybe it's downloading a lead magnet. Maybe it's registering for an upcoming webinar of yours. Maybe it's booking a call so you can explore it for how you can help them, right? Most of my videos, I don't invite people to buy Fearless Coach Academy. It's not something you can buy. You would need to have a call with me and my team to explore, even if you're a fit for it. But I do want to invite you to do that. So if you don't invite people to do that, you're not going to get the leads and the clients that you want. And again, The balance here is 80-20. 80% of the time, just give value asking for nothing in return. But 20%, don't be afraid to ask. Ask them to download that tool. Ask them to click the link in the description below. Ask them to book a call so that you can help them map out a game plan for growing their coaching business. Whatever that is, that's what you want to do. Do not make the mistake of avoiding doing that, because then you're not going to get a return on your investment and you're not going to change the lives that you really want to. So those are the 7 mistakes that I personally have made on YouTube that I hope this video, by watching this video, you're going to avoid. Do me a favor and just comment the word mistake below if you've made any one of these and if you can relate to any of these videos. And let me know which one of these resonated with you the most. Before I wrap up this video, I have a simple favor to ask. And that is, if you got value from this video, please click subscribe to my videos so you never miss a future video. And once you've subscribed, make sure to check out my next video, which is how to actually start a YouTube channel. Click up here in the corner to watch that video. If you now know how to avoid these 7 mistakes, let me share with you how to actually start your channel. Click up here, watch that video, and I'll see you in the next video.